Hollywood has lost several familiar faces in 2026, and some names will truly surprise fans. David here, and today we look at the real lives, health battles, family pain, and hidden struggles behind these stars. One star survived brain surgery and multiple heart operations, but her final tragedy happened during something as normal as swimming. I'll reveal her name at the end. Subscribe now, because every goodbye gets more emotional. Number 10. Richard Donat. Richard Francois. Donat is best remembered as Vince Teagues in Haven, the quiet newspaper man who seemed ordinary, but carried deep secrets inside the town. He was born on June 1, 1941, in Kentville, Nova Scotia, Canada, and came from a powerful acting family, with Peter Donat as his brother and Robert Donat as his uncle. Before Haven, Richard worked for decades in theater, Canadian television, film, directing, narration, and character roles, so his casting came from long experience, not sudden fame. What made Vince special was his calm face, secret knowledge, and emotional mystery. Behind the scenes, Donat was not a flashy star, but a respected stage actor who won major Canadian theater honors and kept working with quiet discipline. After Haven, he remained active in projects like Trailer Park Boys.
There, listen, we just got the go-ahead from the network. We're going national. National!
The animated series and Sullivan's Crossing, leaving a legacy as a reliable actor whose gentle screen image hid a deep and serious craft. Richard Donat died on March 28, 2026 at age 84. Number 9. John Nolan. John Francis Nolan is remembered by many viewers as Douglas Fredericks in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises, and also as John Greer in Person of Interest. He was born on May 22, 1938, in London, England, and before those famous screen roles, he trained in serious theater and worked with respected British stage companies, which gave him a calm but powerful acting style. His roles were not built on loud action. He was cast because he could make danger feel intelligent, controlled, and believable. In Person of Interest, his character felt scary because he did not need to shout, and in the Batman films, his family link to Christopher Nolan brought him near major cinema, while his own skill kept him memorable. Behind the scenes, he had the discipline of a theater actor, the pressure of working around world-famous projects, and a long career that never depended on only one role.
I like the tweed.
No, do you?
The great mum I knew. A customer.
He was married to actress Kim Hartman and left a legacy of quiet authority on screen. John Nolan died on April 11, 2026, at age 87. Number 8. Joy Harmon. Patricia. Joy Harmon is best known as Lucille in Cool Hand Luke, the woman from one of the most remembered scenes in the 1967 Paul Newman classic. She was born on May 1, 1938, in New York, and before becoming a film actress, she worked as a model, beauty contestant, stage performer, and television personality, including early attention through Groucho Marx's World. Her role in Cool Hand Luke was short, but it became unforgettable because her screen presence was bright, confident, and impossible to ignore. Behind the scenes, the hidden contrast was powerful. Fans remembered the glamorous actress, but later in life, she became known for warmth, baking, family, and kindness. After retiring from acting in the 1970s, she opened Aunt Joy's Cakes, built a second life outside Hollywood, raised 3 children, and stayed loved by fans of classic cinema.
Classes.
Well, there's nobody to take my place, so I can't leave.
Joy Harmon died on April 14, 2026, at age 87. Which Joy Harmon moment do you remember most from old Hollywood? Tell me in the comments. Number 7. Nadia Farès. Nadia Farès is remembered internationally for playing Fanny Ferreira in The Crimson Rivers, a French thriller that introduced her to many viewers outside France. She was born on December 20th, 1968, in Marrakech, Morocco, to a Moroccan father and Armenian mother, then moved into the French entertainment world after working small jobs and trying music before acting became her main path. Her role worked because she brought strength, mystery, and emotional control to the screen, making her more than just a thriller actress. After films like The Crimson Rivers, War, and Storm Warning, she lived in the United States, raised 2 daughters, separated from producer Steve Chasman, returned to France, and was preparing to direct. Her legacy is of a strong screen presence, emotional depth, and a career that reached audiences far beyond France. Nadia Farès died on April 17, 2026 at age 57. Number 6, Rif Hutton. Rif Hutton is best remembered as Dr. Ron Welch in Doogie Howser, MD, and many viewers also knew him from JAG General Hospital and many guest roles across American television. He was born on November 28, 1952 in San Antonio, Texas, and before becoming a familiar TV face, he built his career through steady character work, voice acting, and small roles that made scenes feel real. He was not usually the main star, but that was part of his hidden power. He made doctors, officers, professionals, and everyday people feel believable.
There are two kinds of racism, Mr. Escalante. Singling out a group because they're members of a...
Behind the scenes, people remembered him as humble, bright, hardworking, and kind, even when the acting business gave him mostly supporting parts. After Doogie Howser, he kept working for decades, including voice work in films such as Shark Tale, Rio, and Spider-Man. Into the Spider-Verse, showing a quiet comeback through constant work. He was survived by his wife Bridget Hoffman and their son, and his legacy is the value of the actor everyone recognizes, even without knowing the name. Rif Hutton died on April 18, 2026 at age 73. Number 5, Mariclare Costello. Mariclare Catherine Costello is remembered by many family TV fans as Rosemary Hunter on The Waltons, the warm teacher who fit naturally into the emotional world of the series. She was born on February 3, 1936 in Peoria, Illinois, studied theater and education, trained in improvisation, and worked on Broadway before moving deeper into television and film.
So sometimes it would happen at school, but it happened on the set, actually. There was...
Her role came from real stage skill, not just screen appearance, and what made Rosemary special was her gentle intelligence, kindness, and natural connection with the cast. Behind the scenes, she had long working years in theater, television, teaching, and directing, showing that her life was bigger than one show. After The Waltons, she appeared in Kojak, Lou Grant, Murder. She wrote Ordinary People, and also taught acting at Loyola Marymount University and Homeboy Industries. Her work as a teacher helped young performers understand emotion, timing, and truth, not just lines on a page. That second career made her more than a familiar TV face. It made her a guide for many people who wanted to act. She was married to actor Alan Arbus until his death, and her hidden contrast was simple. A quiet screen presence became a powerful teacher in real life. She died on April 17, 2026, at age 90. Which Mariclare Costello role touched you most? Drop your answer in the comments. Number 4, Patrick Muldoon. William Patrick Muldoon. The third is best known as Austin Reed on Days of Our Lives and Xander Barcelow in Starship Troopers. He was born on September 27, 1968, in San Pedro, California. And before acting, he studied at USC, played football, modeled, and moved into television through early roles that matched his confident screen presence. He became the first actor to play Austin Reed, and the role made him a daytime favorite because he brought romance, charm, and emotional conflict to the character. Behind the scenes, the hidden contrast was that the handsome leading man image also carried pressure, because Hollywood often remembers people for looks before talent. After Days of Our Lives, he worked in Melrose Place, Starship Troopers, TV movies, producing, and music, while later returns to daytime television kept him connected to fans. His career showed how one actor could move from soap opera romance to science fiction action, then back to smaller personal projects.
There's a cold snap coming tonight. It should be below zero. So doped up or not, they should...
That wide path made him familiar to different audiences, from daytime viewers to cult movie fans. His friends, including Tori Spelling and Denise Richards, remembered him with deep love, and his partner, Miriam Rothbart, was part of his final life chapter. Patrick Muldoon died suddenly from a heart attack on April 19, 2026, at age 57. Number 3, Tom Noonan. Thomas Patrick. Noonan is remembered for Francis Dollarhide in Manhunter, Frankenstein's Monster in The Monster Squad, and Kane in RoboCop 2. He was born on April 12, 1951 in Greenwich, Connecticut, and before becoming one of Hollywood's most memorable screen villains, he worked in theater and developed a serious, unusual acting style. His big turning point came when his calm but frightening presence made him perfect for dangerous characters, especially in Manhunter, where fear came from silence, not noise. Behind the scenes, the hidden contrast was strong. He looked terrifying on screen, but people who worked with him often described him as thoughtful, artistic, and deeply focused. After those villain roles, he reinvented himself as a writer, director, and independent filmmaker, winning respect for What Happened Was. And later appearing in projects like Heat, Hell on Wheels, 12 Monkeys, and Anomalisa. He was the kind of actor who could change the whole mood of a scene just by standing still. He had 2 children and left a legacy as a rare actor who made quiet scenes feel dangerous. He died on February 14, 2026 at age 74. Which Tom Noonan role scared you the most? Tell me in the comments. Number 2, Eric Dane. Eric William Dane became famous as Dr. Mark Sloan, called McSteamy, on Grey's Anatomy, and later reached a new generation as Cal Jacobs in Euphoria. He was born on November 9, 1972, in San Francisco, California. Lost his father when he was young, played sports in school, and discovered acting after appearing in a school production. His Grey's Anatomy role began as a guest part, but fans reacted so strongly that he became one of the show's most recognizable doctors. What made Mark Sloan special was charm mixed with pain. While behind the scenes, Dane faced addiction, depression, public pressure, and later ALS, a disease that changed his body while he still tried to work and raise awareness. After Grey's Anatomy, he kept building his career through The Last Ship, Euphoria, Marley and Me, and Bad Boys, Ride or Die. His later work showed a darker and more serious side, proving he was not only the charming doctor fans first loved. He was married to Rebecca Gayheart, had 2 daughters, Billy and Georgia, and his hidden contrast was heartbreaking.
We used lots of double stick tape, and I ended up getting it to stay.
A TV heartthrob fighting a cruel illness in private. Eric Dane died on February 19, 2026 at age 53. Number 1, James Van Der Beek. James David Van Der Beek is remembered most as Dawson Leary in Dawson's Creek, the role that made him one of the defining teen stars of the late 1990s. He was born on March 8, 1977 in Cheshire, Connecticut, started acting in school and theater, worked off Broadway as a teenager, and studied at Drew University before Hollywood changed his life. He got the role because he had the emotional, thoughtful quality needed for Dawson. And the character became special because he spoke to young viewers about love, dreams, confusion, and growing up. Behind the scenes, the hidden contrast became painful. The actor, known for youth and emotion, later battled stage 3 colorectal cancer, medical costs, and the pressure of caring for his family during illness. After Dawson's Creek, he fought typecasting through Varsity Blues.
Last year you had the opportunity to go to Paris and study, and because of me you didn't.
Listen, that wasn't your fault.
Yes, it was my fault.
Pose, Dancing with the Stars, The Masked Singer, and a popular TV comedy series. His career also proved that a teen idol could laugh at his own image and rebuild himself in comedy, drama, and reality television. He was married to Kimberly and had 6 children, leaving a legacy of vulnerability, humor, and real emotional honesty. James Van Der Beek died on February 11, 2026 at age 48. Survived surgeries, died after swimming. This was Nadia Farès, remembered for The Crimson Rivers. She was found unconscious in a swimming pool in Paris on April 12, 2026, and died 5 days later at age 57. Her story felt even more heartbreaking because she had already survived brain surgery and multiple heart operations. These actors gave fans unforgettable faces, emotional moments, and characters that still live in memory. Fame looked bright on screen, but many carried pain, illness, pressure, and private battles. Subscribe now for more powerful Hollywood tribute videos and share in the comments which actor you remember most. Rest in peace.